Hi, welcome back to Rebecca's Travels. Today I'm going to be talking about mountaineering, holidays and day trips. So let's jump right into it. It is definitely best to be prepared if you're going to be taking part on a mountaineering day trip or holiday, because again, it's better than getting sore achy feet, for instance. So again, good walking shoes and good trainers again are a must. You can get those like walking boots and trainers from sort of G-Day Sports, Sports Direct, Argos, do a range. There's also Tri-Peak, Mountain Warehouse, they're another one. And again, you can get a lot of outdoor wear from those places. Also, if you're climbing up a mountain, depending on the weather, you would need to take obviously jumpers in most cases, and obviously t-shirts underneath jumpers, so layering up, and also in extremely cold climates, really thick coats. Also, if it's not so cold, but if it rains at all, then you would probably need to take a mac that you can roll up as well. Also, thick socks are also a good idea as well. Sports thick socks. Also, if you're camping overnight, then you'll need to take a tent as well, and a backpack. All of these things that you can get at places like Argos, Mountain Warehouse, etc. etc. So they are widely available. Other things that you may need, that you can basically get from anywhere, are like paper plates for eating, and plastic knives and forks. You can virtually get them from like Wilkinson's, Pound Stretchers, B&M Bargains, Morrison's. Again, a lot of places will sell those. Also flasks. Travel flasks are a good idea. They can heat hot drinks for you as well. Another good idea is water bottles to keep you warm, and obviously thick jumpers and thick clothing. Are another good idea. So yes, again, you can get kitted out. Basically, at a wide variety of chain stores or specialist stores throughout the UK. In America, you could probably go to, say, Walgreens or maybe Target, or Walmart. You may be able to get them there, but again, usually it's generally larger shops or supermarkets that basically sell a wide range of products. You'd be able to get like flasks, food, etc. And obviously outdoor like warehouse places, you'll be able to get tents and all sorts from there. So again, a wide variety of places will sell them, so you wouldn't be struggling to find. All you need to do, especially if you're on a budget, is shop around and compare prices. And obviously a large enough tent for how many people are going. Again, another thing is if you book in advance, again you've got the internet, and basically travel agents as well sell mountain holidays and night specialist holiday specialist travel agents do. So again, you wouldn't be struggling for places where to book to climb a mountain. Again, another thing, when you're climbing a mountain, you need to pay attention on the weather forecast. It basically, I'll give you an idea whether it's going to be going to rain or whether there's going to be any snow on the way. And also when you're planning to tackle a mountain, really it's best to go in a group, especially if you're inexperienced, instead of going on your own. Another thing is that if you're doing sort of like the 3 peaks, for instance, which is Mount Snowdon, Mount Scarfield Pike and Ben Nevis, is basically plan your routes, which route you're going to take. Say for instance, Mount Snowdon has several routes, also Scarfield Pike has a couple of routes as well, and Ben Nevis. So if you plan your route before you go, and that's the same with tackling any mountain. If you're going, however, say climbing a mountain, say in Alcudia in Mallorca, then obviously you can get that up it and back within a couple of hours, depending on your fitness level, for instance. Again, you will need to take water and obviously light clothing, because especially in the summer, because it can get hot. The same for any other places where you're climbing a mountain where it's going to be hot, then obviously you're going to need to take light clothing instead of thick, heavy clothing, especially if you're in the summer. But again, if you check on the weather forecast 7 days beforehand, then it'll give you an idea of what type of clothing you're going to need to be taking for your trip, for instance. Again, water is also a good idea, because it quenches your thirst. Also boiled sweets are probably another good idea, or mints for instance, to keep your basically thirst at bay. Also, as for instance foods, sort of things like wraps, sandwiches, are a good idea to be taken. Say chocolate bars, health bars, milkshakes are all good to be taken with you for your trip. Also, if you do need to sit down and rest anywhere, and then if you have done the mountain before, or if you're with somebody that has done that particular route and the mountain before, then they'll have a good idea where to stop for any breaks. For instance, if you're climbing the tourist trek on, say, Mount Snowdon, there's plenty of places where you can go for a break. Also there's a cafe halfway up the mountain where you can have a break as well, from what I've read and seen other programmes about climbing Snowdon. So but again, basically at the top of the mountain and at the bottom of the mountain, basically make sure what's available if you're camping out, whether there's any toilets available if you need to go to the toilet, for instance. That's a good idea. Another thing is, before you go on a long journey or an exhausting journey, it's a good idea if you get a good night's sleep beforehand, whether you're camping out or basically in a hotel or hostel. For instance, make sure you have a good night's sleep before you start to tackle a mountain, because obviously you're not going to get so tired, so it's going to make the experience a lot better for you. Another thing, if you want to take it for climbing mountains, is cameras and video camcorders, mobile phones. Again, they're always handy if you want to take pictures or shoot your experience, basically climbing experience or holiday experience in general. And you can get those from, again, Argos mobile phone places. Also Tesco supermarket sell mobile phones, so there's plenty of places, car phone warehouse, where you can get basically, if you want to get, say, a camera or a mobile phone or camcorder, for instance. So yes, that's another good thing. Also, at the back, say in a village nearby, then you may be able to get some, say, souvenirs or something like that for climbing a mountain. But again, if you Google the mountain that you're going to climb and find out the information, where to park and everything, how much car parking fee it's going to cost you, or if you're going in, it's say on a coach load of you, again find out where the nearest coach park's going to be before you go, and well, then you'll have a good idea of what route you can take from there. So thank you for watching. I love all you subscribers. You're all amazing and you mean the world to me. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe, and also turn on the notification to receive more updates. Also, once a week I'll be sending out a newsletter or a news post. So if you haven't subscribed, if you please subscribe. I absolutely adore more subscribers, and well, also please like, comment and share, and I'll see you in my next video, which is going to be walking holidays and trips, and that's going to be tomorrow. And in the week I always upload at 6 o'clock every day in the week, and because I'm at work most Sundays I upload at 8 o'clock at night. The reason why I do this is because most people have finished work at that time of the day, and will hopefully have time to watch my videos. So please keep watching. Thank you. I love you all. Goodbye, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you. Bye.